DSLR film noob. I've gotten a number of emails asking for a review on some of the lower priced DSLR rigs. Right here I've got the CPM Film Tools DSLR Flyer Cage Kit and the Indisystem indiSQUARE. These two units are about $100 difference in price. The indiSQUARE runs about $150, and the CPM Film Tools DSLR Flyer Kit runs about $230. Now I've modified both of these kits a little bit from the original design to kind of get them into the style of my particular workflow. For the CPM Film Tools rig, I've actually taken the handles and turned them upside down. This allows me to put two flex adjustable friction arms on either side of the mount. This also does not have the top rails. I didn't really find a use for the top rails, so I went ahead and took them out. It makes it easier for me to hold onto the rig like this if I need to walk around with the rig and have the camera low. The other thing is I've added this defocus follow focus to this unit, which is very easy to reach from this position right here. It makes it fairly convenient, and this thing is fun to hold and very light. Likewise, I've made some adjustments on the Indisystem indiSQUARE. I basically took the rails off of this guy because it was kind of inconvenient for me to reach around this large square to get to the follow focus. The other thing is I've changed the quick release plate out on this unit because the 501 plates are the ones I normally use, whereas this came with a different type of plate that didn't really fit with my work style. Other than that, this one's stayed pretty much the same, not a whole lot of adjustments. The places for mounting on the indiSQUARE are a little bit limited. Basically, you just have across the top for mounting. There's a couple of threaded 1/4-20 holes and then a couple of 3/8 holes that you can fit equipment to. Kind of makes for a crowded top of the unit, and it doesn't really spread stuff out well. The other thing is the grips they use on the side are actually just bicycle handle grips, and mine are starting to come apart already. I've had this unit for about 8 months or so. Another thing to note is that these corners are kind of sharp, they're not rounded off, so you end up kind of stabbing your hand a little bit down here when you're holding onto this thing. It's also pretty heavy. This thing right here without the camera on it is as heavy as the CPM Film Tools rig with the camera on it. The CPM DSLR Flyer Kit basically has all of the mounting across the side. You got 4 holes on the top, another set of 4 holes on the bottom, which I've got the handles in right now. And then this unit is actually the taller unit. I've got 2 1/4-20 adapters right here. You can also drill the top of this. This is made out of carbon fiber material, so it's pretty easy to drill, and you won't structurally weaken it if you need to put in an extra 1/4-20 hole up here. Both of these units are very solid. The CPM Film Tools is made out of carbon fiber, and it's very tough. Hard to flex, it'll hold a lot of weight, and it's very handy. The Indisystem indiSQUARE is made out of 6061 aluminum. It's also very solid. You don't have to worry about bending or flexing this thing at all. It can hold a lot of weight. It's pretty tough. All it is basically an aluminum square around your camera, so you're probably not gonna damage or break something like this. Both of these units include carbon fiber rails, and I haven't really seen much difference between the build quality on either of the carbon fiber rails. They're pretty much 1 for 1. Both of the carbon fiber rails on each of these rigs is very nice. One very nice thing about the CPM Film Tools rig is it's very upgradable. For an extra $200 or so, you can buy these parts right here, and you have the shoulder shooter kit. So when you buy one kit, you're buying 2 or 3 different kits, and it gives you an opportunity to upgrade later on. If you can spare the extra $100, I would go with the CPM Film Tools rig. This one's a lot lighter, better build quality, and overall more upgradable. The indiSQUARE is still a good bargain if you don't have a lot of money to spend, and it's very solid. Just remember, this guy is heavy, and it doesn't have a lot of mounting locations. I'll have links to where you can find out more about these items in the crotch bar below. As always, thanks for watching. And if you like this content, please subscribe.